This is Jessie R. Johnson with Heterophobia, Heterophobic, the so-called Homosexual Agenda, Extinction of Humanity. We'll start with number one. Homosexuality, so-called, do not exist anywhere in nature, and absolute, not for our species. Every single species that has ever existed to the present, including ours, that reproduces by sex, are made of two parental haploids, male and female. Lions, monkeys, horses, cats, etc., and millions more from past to present. We'll go to number two. There are two processes, sex or masturbation. All masturbation, no matter what form it takes, is destructive, whether physical and or mental. It throws and destroys the life that is already there and developed away. So-called homosexual is anti-sex, and it is 100% masturbation. Sex creates and produces life. Masturbation destroys it and throws it away. Number three, sex is when both parental haploids, male and female, touch and connect, and energy flows in an unbroken, continuous flow. Anything that weakens that flow weakens the natural bond. Masturbation, whether auto, by oneself that is, or mutual, with one's own gender, the word gender, which is a cultural word and not a biological word, or with another species, which is bestiality, weakens that necessary bond between male and female humans, and weakens the survival of our species. We'll go to number four. What is a man or a woman? There are two base definitions, biological and sociological. Sociologically, a woman is a fully grown, physiologically developed adult female human. A man is a fully grown, physiologically developed adult male human. Now, for the biological definition, a fully physiologically developed female adult parental haploid 1, chromosomal XX. Parental haploid number 2, a fully physiologically developed male adult chromosomal XY. This is the biological definition. There is about 0.5% to 1% defective systems making up the human race. This is a natural occurrence in all species, as well as when you make cars and screws and stuff like that. There are going to be defects. In our species, there are genetic and or chemical defects, such as genetically XXX, XXY, XYY. These are called syndromes, and virtually none of them reproduce. Then there's hormonal or chemical defects, such as too much or too little specific amount of chemicals making defective humans. Hermaphrodites, bearded women, etc., etc. We'll go to number 5. All in the sense of 99.999% of all so-called homosexuals and so forth is socially created by a failing, decaying, and highly dysfunctioning, corrupt social structure system. The rest is created by defective 0.5% to 1% humans. The word human is not biological, but is a sociological word. Once again, it is not a biological word. You cannot Be human by yourself or alone, but you are always a member of a species, even if you're the last one. We'll go to number 6. All so-called homosexuals, bisexuals, transsexual males and females are socially destroyed and sexually decaying humans. Number 7. There are a few names for these sexually, socially crippled, and downright sick individual humans, these people. For the males, they are usually called homosexuals, fags, faggots, he, she's, gay, trans men, etc. Excuse me, for females, they are usually called lesbians, gays, dykes, butches, lady lickers, trans women, she, he's, etc. All so-called transsexual males are men. All transsexual or male humans, all transsexual females are women. You cannot change what you are genetically. You can only change your appearance. Makeup, clothes, surgery to mutilate yourself, etc. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is least sick and 10 the most sickest of sick in the world, then so-called homosexuals, bisexuals, transsexuals, male or females, are approximately between number 8 and number 9, along with sexual pedophiles, full-grown adults trying to copulate with babies and children and so forth, bestiality, shit-eaters, S-H-I-T, there are such people, fart smellers, and so forth. Number 8, a partial psychological makeup of so-called homosexuals, bisexuals, and so forth, male and or females, is A, extreme. They have an extreme, deep, embedded, unconscious hatred of adults, children, and the society and culture that produce them in pacifistic form. B, wanting to destroy and hurt back. C, a deep fear of one's own gender. The word gender is a cultural word and not a biological one. Number 9. We'll go to number 9. The so-called transsexual and homosexual agenda is simple enough. It is to kill or exterminate pacifistically with pacifistic methods, without using bombs or bullets, the whole human race. Everyone do not have to become homosexual or bisexual or so forth, mutual masturbators. Only 20% to 30% does. And the true sexual bond between male and female is broken. And our species dies from self-inflicted suicide. We'll go to number 10. The homosexual agenda, transsexual agenda is simple. Exterminate the whole human race using all passive methods. No guns, bombs, or bullets. We'll go to number 11. Pacifistic methods such as remove sexual morality and sexual ethics. Use a gay flag. Use so-called parades. These so-called gay parades are not parades. They are X-rated public displays of human decay. Also, you put such material in books for educational purposes, especially children's books. Kill the children's will, W-I-L-L. Put it in movies. Get the government to be on your side. Get churches, mosques, synagogues to perform gay marriages, destroy Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism by getting them to accept this form of sickness as a normality. Infiltrate businesses, sports, destroy conservatives who uphold survival of the species of heterosexual, male, female only. Get parents and doctors to mutilate their children's genitals off. Brainwash, mind control, and behavior modify using the mass media, which means using TV, magazines, radio, clothing, newspapers, etc., to make everything seem normal. We'll go to number 12. The Homo-Trans Agenda is total, 100% and complete genocide against one's own species. Species extermination, in other words, extinction of humanity, and has always been. It has always been the case. Number 13. To counteract this anti-survival of the species force, which is heterophobia by so-called and as well as anti-heterosexual by so-called homosexuals, anti-sexual child mutilators, etc. Every, and I mean totally every avenue they're coming in must be shut down 100%. This includes all the arts, all of them, paintings, music, all of it. Businesses, economics, give them no economic, none, 0% economic path. Education, remove all such people from as being babysitters from around toddlers, grade school, high school, to university schools. In other words, for family, don't and never let so-called homosexuals and transsexual, male or females, around your children. Laws, never make a law that serves them, homosexuals, bisexuals, pedophiles, and so forth, in any forms, in any way. The mass media never allow so-called homosexuals, transsexuals, or any of that on televisions, newspapers, radios, magazines, books, etc. Never let homos use the political government to further their causes, and you are to deny them at all and on all points, including the internet use, especially. Never yet let them use feminism and mascularism to teach hate against and use empty arguments against each other, male and females, that appeal to tens of millions of inferior hate-filled intelligence levels. Strengthen the family so so-called homosex and transsex can never exist. Have and strengthen all religious, moral, and ethical sexual values, and never let homosexuals dictate scientific values, ever. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. And have a very fine day. Yes, share this video, please, and subscribe. Once again, have a good, fine day.